Hello, my name is Rachel Robinson, and I'm an education specialist in the Early Childhood Education Division at the Texas Education Agency. Thank you for joining me today to learn more about the new requirement for reporting public-private pre-kindergarten partnerships in the Early Childhood Data System and the process LEAs will need to follow to report their data correctly. I'd like to begin by sharing some background information about this new requirement. During the 87th legislative session in August of 2021, the Texas legislature passed House Bill 2607 into law. The House bill requires the Texas Workforce Commission to assess the number of Texas Rising Star 3- and 4-star rated childcare providers that are participating in pre-kindergarten partnerships with LEAs. And TEA is required to provide the data to TWC. As a result, LEAs are now required to report their pre-kindergarten partnerships as well as the operation numbers of their childcare provider partners. In the past, LEAs have been encouraged to report their pre-kindergarten partnerships in ECDS, but the new legislation now requires them to. For the first time, House Bill 2607 takes reporting a step further in requiring LEAs to also report the operation numbers of their child care provider partners. Before we go deeper into the process for reporting partnerships, let's quickly review the definition of public-private pre-kindergarten partnerships. They are collaborations between local education agencies, LEAs, and early learning programs, or ELPs, or Head Start programs. Pre-kindergarten partnerships fall into two categories, formal and informal. A formal partnership is one where the children are dually enrolled in both the LEA and the ELP to provide pre-kindergarten and additional wraparound services. In these formal partnerships, the LEA passes through state funding to the ELP. In an informal partnership, the LEA and ELP share resources, but children are not dually enrolled, so no funds are passed through. For the purposes of ECDS reporting, we will focus only on the formal partnerships where children are dually enrolled at both the LEA and ELP. Information about formal partnerships must be reported into ECDS. As pre-K partnerships grow throughout the state, TEA and Texas Workforce Commission need quality information about where they're happening in order to gauge success and inform future strategies for agencies and districts. The first required data field for reporting pre-kindergarten partnerships is the pre-K school type. Here's a screenshot of what staff will see when they are reporting the pre-K school type. The area highlighted in yellow in the lower right corner of the slide is where the field for pre-K school type is located. The pre-K school type code designates the type of pre-K program at the school. The pre-K school type code is reported at the section level, meaning that it is reported for each classroom within the partnership. This field is included in the interchange master schedule file, as shown here in the screenshot. Now that we know where to report the pre-K school type codes, let's talk more about what the codes mean and how to choose the appropriate code to report. Here's a good place to mention the fact that LEAs have had the opportunity in the past to report their pre-kindergarten partnerships with these school type codes, but most were not reporting or were reporting incorrectly. So the ECE division has worked to update the definition of each code to clarify its purpose and make reporting correctly easier for LEAs. Within this table, pre-K school types 07, 08, and 11 can be used to report partnership classrooms. The first code listed, 02, is the pre-K school type code that designates a pre-kindergarten class that is part of a school campus but is not part of a pre-kindergarten partnership. This is the code that is used most for reporting pre-kindergarten classrooms. Remember that these are classrooms that are not in partnership with a child care provider or a Head Start program, so these will not generate the child care operation number field. Moving on to the types that are used for pre-kindergarten partnership classrooms. The first is the 07 code, which is used for pre-kindergarten programs that partner with a Head Start program. This includes LEA and Head Start partnership classrooms and LEA grantee Head Start classrooms. Later, we will see how reporting the operation number for these two types of Head Start partnerships differ, but for now, we just need to know that the 07 code is the one that is used for all partnerships between an LEA and a Head Start program. Next is the 08 pre-K school type, which is a public pre-kindergarten program that partners with a licensed child care provider to dually enroll students. The defining characteristic here is that these are private licensed child care providers, not Head Start programs. An example for the 08 pre-K school type code would be when ABC Child Care that is down the street partners with DEF School District to provide pre-kindergarten to dually enrolled children, and ABC Child Care is a licensed child care TRS 4-star rated child care provider site. The last pre-K school type code listed is 11, which is the code that designates a pre-kindergarten program that operates through an in-district charter partnership. The board of the LEA has authorized a nonprofit organization, government entity, Institute of Higher Ed, or an existing charter school as an in-district charter to serve dually enrolled students in a pre-kindergarten program. There are other pre-K school types for other private entities that are not associated with a school district. But the codes on this table are all specific pre-kindergarten programs affiliated with an LEA. In addition to choosing and reporting the appropriate pre-K school type code for pre-kindergarten partnerships, LEAs are now required to also report the child care operation numbers for child care providers that partner with them to serve eligible children in pre-kindergarten programs. Here is a screenshot that shows what the staff who is entering the partnership data will see when entering the child care operation number for a partnering provider. The child care operation number field is required if a pre-K school type code for a pre-kindergarten partnership, either 07, 08, or 11, is entered. Entering the child care operation number designates that this is the provider that is in partnership with the LEA. The operation number is entered at the LEA level in ECDS and is included in the Interchange Education Organization extension file. The child care operation number has been at the center of many recent LEA questions sent to our division, so now we will explore it a bit deeper and help clarify what it is and how to find it. Remember that if the LEA reports a pre-K school type code for a partnership using codes 07, 08, or 11, they will be asked to provide the child care operation number for their partner child care center. A child care operation number is a unique identifier assigned to each licensed child care in Texas assigned by child care regulation. An LEA can obtain the child care operation number one of two ways. LEA staff may contact their partnering child care provider to request the operation number, or the LEA may search the child care operation number on Child Care Regulations Search for Texas Child Care webpage. LEA staff can simply enter the name of the child care provider on the page to search, and the operation number will be shown as it is right here on this screenshot. In ECDS, the operation number field holds 8 digits. Some operation numbers include fewer than 8 digits. In this case, zeros should be entered before the number to make the entry have 8 digits, as shown in the example here on this slide. Some operation numbers will have a series of digits and a dash followed by more numbers. In this case, the numbers before the dash should be entered and the numbers after the dash should be dropped. This is also a good time to point out a hint for entering operation numbers for Head Start partnerships. Some Head Start classrooms will have operation numbers while others will not. Head Start partnership classes that are held on an LEA campus or those where the LEA is the grantee may not have operation numbers. In this case, the operation number field may be left blank. Head Start partnership classrooms that are held at a Head Start center will be licensed and will have an operation number that should be reported in the child care operation number field. Finally, because reporting partnership school types and operation numbers will continue to be a requirement for ECDS, I want to suggest that moving forward, during the developing phase of the partnership, the LEA should request the child care provider's operation number to make the ECDS reporting process more efficient. Now that we have reviewed the process for reporting public-private pre-kindergarten partnerships data in ECDS, let's practice our skills by considering 5 possible partnership scenarios and how each should be reported for pre-K school type and child care operation number. So the first one, scenario 1, says the LEA partners with a private child care provider. In that case, the type would be 08, which is the public pre-K licensed child care, and the LEA will report the operation number for the child care provider. Scenario 2. The LEA partners with several different private child care providers. In this case, again, the pre-K school type code would be 08, public pre-K licensed childcare, and the LEA will report several operation numbers at the LEA level. Scenario 3. LEA is a Head Start provider. In this case, this LEA would choose type 07, public pre-K Head Start, and the LEA may report or may leave the operation number field blank if there is no operation number. Scenario 4. The LEA partners with a Head Start provider that has an operation number. So again, this pre-K school type code here would be 07, public pre-K Head Start. And because this provider does have an operation number, the LEA would report the operation number for this provider. The last scenario, scenario 5, LEA partners with a Head Start provider that does not have an operation number. Again, school type code is going to be 07 for the public pre-K Head Start. And in this case, because this Head Start provider does not have an operation number, the LEA may leave the operation number field blank. So these are 5 scenarios that an LEA may encounter as they are working to report their pre-K partnerships in ECDS. Before we close, I want to share some opportunities to learn more about pre-kindergarten partnership data fields and reporting for ECDS. The Early Childhood Division will be conducting office hours coming up on June 7th at 11 o'clock, so you can join to ask any specific questions that you still have. If you are curious and want to learn more about public-private pre-kindergarten partnerships, you can check out the ECE Division's Early Learning Partnership page to learn more. For guidance and support about all things pre-kindergarten partnerships, you can always contact me at my email address that's included here on this slide, and I will be happy to help. Thank you for joining me today to learn more about reporting public-private pre-kindergarten partnership data for ECDS. Remember, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. As always, I wish you well.